Ever wondered what it takes to be truly prepared for any situation? Welcome to another reliable prepper video where we dive into the world of prepping. Today we're unpacking the answers to some of your burning questions. From essential items for a beginner's emergency kit to long-term water storage, the best foods to stockpile for emergencies, prepping on a tight budget, preparing for a power outage, and organizing your emergency supplies. So, are you ready to get your top prepping questions answered? Stick around. First question on the list: what are the essential items for a beginner's emergency kit? Now, this is a question that gets a lot of airtime, and for good reason. When you're starting out, it's crucial to focus on the essentials. First up, you'll need water and food. Consider packing enough to last you for at least 3 days. Next, a flashlight. It's a simple item, but in an emergency, it can be a real lifesaver. Don't forget a first aid kit. Accidents happen, and having basic medical supplies on hand can make a big difference. Also, remember to pack extra batteries for your flashlight and any other battery-operated devices you might have. Finally, consider including personal hygiene items. Things like toothpaste, soap, and toilet paper can go a long way in keeping you comfortable during a crisis. Remember, these are just the basics. You can always expand your kit as you become more comfortable with prepping. How about water? How do I store water for long-term emergencies? Well, the key to long-term water storage is all about the right containers, the right conditions, and the right care. Use only food-grade water containers. These are specially designed to prevent bacterial growth and keep your water safe. Next, store these containers in a cool, dark place. Light and heat encourage algae and bacteria, so a basement or a dark cupboard is ideal. Now let's talk about treating your water. Water preservatives are available that kill bacteria and keep your water safe for longer periods. Lastly, rotation is key. Even with these precautions, it's a good practice to rotate your water supply every 6 months. This means use your stored water and replenish it with fresh supply. Remember, water is life. With these tips, you can ensure you always have access to clean, safe water. Now let's talk about food. What are the best foods to stockpile for emergencies? In the realm of emergency preparedness, food selection can make a world of difference. Your pantry should be stocked with non-perishable items that have long shelf lives. Canned goods, from vegetables to meats, are superb choices due to their durability and ease of preparation. Dry beans and rice are also excellent staples, offering versatility in meal preparation. Don't forget about powdered milk, a great source of calcium that doesn't require refrigeration. Energy bars, packed with calories and nutrients, can be lifesavers when you need a quick boost. In the same vein, consider foods that require minimal preparation. Instant meals and ready-to-eat packets can be invaluable when time or resources are limited. And don't forget spices and condiments to add flavor and variety to your meals. Remember, variety is key. Don't just stock up on foods you like. Think about nutrition and shelf life too. Prepping can seem expensive, but it doesn't have to be. So, how can I prep on a tight budget? The key is to start small and smart. Begin with the basics: water, food, and a first aid kit. Don't worry about having everything all at once. Buying a little at a time can make the cost more manageable. Look for sales and discounts. Many essential items like canned goods, batteries, and first aid supplies go on sale regularly. Buy in bulk when it makes sense. Some items like rice, beans, and water can be cheaper when bought in larger quantities. Remember, it's not about having the fanciest gear or the most expensive equipment. It's about being resourceful. Learn skills that can supplement your supplies. Knowing how to purify water or start a fire, for example, can be invaluable in a survival situation. Prepping is about being resourceful and prepared, not about having the most expensive gear. Power outages can be a real inconvenience. How do I prepare for a power outage? Well, that's a great question. It's all about having the right tools and strategies in place. First, invest in alternative lighting sources. Flashlights and candles can be lifesavers when the lights go out. Just remember to have plenty of spare batteries and matches on hand. Next, you'll want a way to cook food without electricity. This could be a gas stove, a barbecue, or even a camping cooker. Just be sure to use these safely and only in well-ventilated areas. A portable generator can also be a valuable asset during a power outage. It can keep your fridge running and your devices charged. If that's not an option, consider a solar charger for your devices. Finally, keep a battery-powered or crank radio handy to stay informed about the situation. With a bit of planning, a power outage doesn't have to be a disaster. Finally, organization is key. What's the best way to organize my emergency supplies? Well, the first step is to categorize your supplies. You might have categories like food, water, medical supplies, lighting, and personal items. Once you have your categories, get yourself some clear, sturdy containers. These allow you to see what's inside at a glance. Now, label each container with its category. This makes it easy to grab what you need when you need it. Inside the containers, keep a list of contents and their expiration dates. This helps you keep track of what you have and when you need to replace it. Remember, out of sight, out of mind doesn't work when it comes to emergency supplies. Finally, store these containers in an easily accessible location. You don't want to be scrambling to find your supplies when an emergency hits. Organization is key. It can make the difference between chaos and calm in an emergency. That's it for our prepping Q&A. We've covered the essentials for beginners, the importance of long-term water storage, and the best foods to stockpile. We've also tackled budget-friendly strategies, preparing for a power outage, and finally, how to organize your emergency supplies. Remember, prepping is about being smart, prepared, and adaptable. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more prepping guides. Stay safe and prepared.